Welcome to T News 9 channel. Chapter 4. Her rules change. That night, something inside her died. It wasn't her fear. It wasn't her love. It was her mercy. We were in the back of a car, moving silently through the sleeping city. No sirens, no warnings, just a quiet, dreadful procession. She sat beside me, as calm as a frozen lake. It was an unnatural calm, and it scared me more than any outburst would have. I had to break the silence. "Are we going to talk?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. She didn't even turn her head. "There will be no talking," she said, her tone flat and final. "Talking is what I did before." When we arrived, the warehouse was a gaping mouth. Lights on, doors open. It screamed trap. A slow, chilling smile spread across her face. "Good," she whispered, almost to herself. "They're finally brave." The world exploded in gunfire. But her men, they weren't just soldiers, they were extensions of her will, moving like shadows, each movement precise, efficient, and deadly. And she stepped forward into the chaos, without a single flicker of hesitation. There was no anger in her eyes, only cold, hard decisions. One of their men begged for his life. Another broke down, crying. A third made a desperate run for it. She stopped him with a single, clean shot. No wasted motion, no emotion. Afterward, the floor was a sea of red, and the air was thick with the smell of iron and finality. She turned to her men, her voice cutting through the heavy silence. No warnings, no negotiations, no second chances. It was a declaration, a new law, and they bowed their heads in understanding and obedience. The drive home was a stark contrast to the ride there. Her hands, the same hands that had just orchestrated a massacre, began to shake uncontrollably. I reached out to steady them, to offer some comfort. She flinched and pulled away. "I can't be soft," she said, her voice raw. "Not anymore." Back at our house, she locked herself in the bathroom. I stood outside the door, listening to the water run, and then I heard it. A sound I never thought I'd hear from her. A broken, gut-wrenching sob. By morning, the woman who emerged was remade. Her hair was tied back perfectly, her suit immaculate. The mask of control was firmly back in place. She walked over to me, kissed my forehead gently, and her voice was a quiet apology. "I'm sorry you had to see this version of me." Then she turned and walked out the door, ready to face her world. And in that moment, I understood everything. The woman I married, the woman who loved me, was still in there. But the queen they all feared, she had just been born.